Welcome into DC On Screen. This is episode 309. We're talking about Flash 311, Dead or Alive. To recap, Gypsy has come to town looking for HR, and it doesn't take her long. She finds him and tells him he has 1 hour to come back with her to their Earth, where he'll be executed for their cardinal crime, multidimensional travel, activating a clause from their laws. That rhymed. Cisco offers to fight Gypsy for HR's freedom in 24 hours. Barry tries to take Gypsy out, but just makes things worse. The training isn't going well, and it looks like Cisco is probably going to be death murdered in battle. Death murdered?
Death murdered.
Jason?
Death murdered.
Until Julian spots a weakness that Cisco can use. In the end, Julian's stratagem works and HR's freedom is won. Cisco refuses to kill Gypsy over the matter. She takes all the coffee, almost kisses Cisco, then agrees to tell her Earth that HR is dead so he'll be safe. Meanwhile, Iris has been hitting the streets after some armed dealers. She wants to leave a legacy if she's going to die, and Wally agrees to help. However, after nearly getting shot, she has to fess up about her hardcore journalistic ambitions, and the men in her life are not happy about them. Also, Barry has an insight about how to stop Savitar. He can't get fast enough in time, but Wally can.
Now, I'll tell you why I put death murdered.
Okay.
They didn't take Cisco's possible death in this episode at all seriously. It bothered me throughout the whole episode. It really did. There's, you know how we are about the Flash guys. This is one of those times where it's like, come on, what are we doing here? It's like once or maybe twice a season. That's less than 10% of the time. I'm sitting there going, come on now, I can't get behind this. Now that was it. This was my moment right now where I'm like, dude, what? Cisco might die.
They acted like it too. I felt like Cisco
in the scenes where they were actually talking about it, yes. But in the other scenes, they're all bouncing around. They're all having regular conversation. It just didn't seem like it made sense. Also, that 24 hours.
Maybe they've attained a certain amount of hubris.
I guess. But even Cisco doesn't take it very seriously.
Yeah.
By the way, that doesn't mean they did a great job with Cisco as they always do. I mean, some fantastic lines like "Who is this gorgeous intruder?" Or just him turning back around like, I would love to take advantage of the 24 hours if you don't mind. Mm-hmm. The guy makes you laugh.
I did laugh.
Oh, by the way, he is just a regular guy. Just a regular single guy.
Yeah. I wrote down that line as well.
The running bit of him like trying to A, get her number, and B, not die by her hand was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
by the way, line I freaked out about from HR. I tagged her. A magician friend told me you distract him and tag. A magician friend, man? Like freaking abracadabra? Really?
Yeah.
A magician friend?
Yeah.
They know what the fan theories are. You're not pulling this shit on me.
Mm-mm.
Come on. I heard it. Anyway.
I know. How'd you like the little walkthrough of all our Earths?
All our Earths?
Yeah, they got Earth 2, the Earth 39.
Oh, yeah.
Some volcano place.
And I'm going to be pissed. If we don't get a nod to it in Supergirl. Like, who was saying that? Who was talking about that? I saw someone online. Maybe it was you. Something about if James doesn't come in on Supergirl on Monday and see his desk destroyed and be like, what the hell?
God, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I want to say Cronin. But it's been a long week and I have not had time to check a lot of stuff. Sorry. Forgot.
We love you guys.
My bad. We're terrible.
So look who has a vortex cannon. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Brilliant. I loved it. Kid Flash being loved by all the cheerleaders reminded me a lot of Robin in 66.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Fuck identities is apparently the thing now.
Yeah. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's just no more vibrating of faces.
I do want to challenge anyone really at this point to give me some insight here. Like, when did we abandon the needing to keep your identity safe thing?
Well, look, I think like Brent.
Is there a moment we
Brent
forgot
on the
about?
Squadcast. We talked about it last week, and Brent on Twitter, Brent of the DC TV Squadcast. Go check those guys out; they're awesome. He said that they only really ever did that with people who might know them.
So with
like
the public
it's a lot
at
of
large,
that,
it hasn't been a problem they've ever addressed.
Right.
Okay.
Like, just like with in Justice League Unlimited when Lex Luthor's in the Flash's body and he's like, well, at least I can figure out the secret identity of the Flash.
Like,
takes off the mask. I have no idea who this is.
Yeah. If you're relatively anonymous anyway, who cares?
Right.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think that's what it is.
All right. I'm good with that. I still want someone to explain to me why Harry's running around with a giant gun in the middle of the streets, but
well, that was season 2, and I don't have.
I just still don't have an explanation for that. And I'd appreciate it if anyone has it.
Of course, I think you could be walking around with that thing and like, hey, buddy, yeah, What's that? Tripod? No. Okay.
It's surveying equipment.
Yeah, that's I swear to God, man, I was about to say surveying equipment too.
Tripod got me thinking of.
Right.
No, all right. All right, I had the two problems. One, I didn't think the Cisco death was taken very seriously, which is, begrudgingly annoying. Two, they say it's gonna be 24 hours until they fight. Uh-huh. But to my recollection, it was daytime when they agreed on that, and nighttime when they fought. 24 hours here, man.
I know.
You got it too?
Well, yeah. I thought maybe there was another, like, hey, by the way, this is, not going to happen now. Like, maybe it was, like, from the time that Barry and so-and-so tried to stop.
That would be earlier in the day?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That one was a continuity error as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it's a continuity error.
Oh, well. The fight looked great.
Sure. Oh. I do kind of like, I'm not going to save Iris from Savitar you are. I like that they're playing into the fact that Wally's probably going to be faster than Barry at some point.
And I was kind of annoyed that I hadn't thought about it. I mean, it had occurred to me that Wally was getting faster because they've been teasing that the whole time. Mm-hmm. I'm a little annoyed with myself that it didn't occur to me that that's where they were going with it. That's why they were leading it in.
Right.
But again, this is why I love the Flash. They do manage, no matter how hard you think about it, and obsess over like, what are they doing? They're gonna get you a few times. Also, they move fast. It wasn't like Gypsy showed up and then she was just a thing that we forgot about for a few episodes, and then she shows up for HR. None of that. No, like she shows up at the end of the previous episode, and then like 5 minutes into this episode, she's like, "Hey, HR, you're coming with me." The show moves.
Yeah. When HR goes, her name is Gypsy. Cisco actually flinches, and I expected him to say like, "Oh God, that's racist," but then he didn't. And I wonder if they cut a line, because he totally like flinches when he says Gypsy.
Nice.
Like, so I don't know what that's about.
Nice.
But it made me laugh and then wonder.
Yep.
So anyway, that's all I've got on The Flash. I thought it was a fun episode, aside from that, continuity error you're talking about, and the whole thing with Iris. I'm kind of annoyed with all that.
Oh, the only thing I'm annoyed with Iris is that they're the premise right now is that we're trying to change the future. Well, one of the things that can change is when Iris dies.
Right.
She doesn't have a golden ticket, man. Like if she thinks she
does. It doesn't make sense.
She can change the future by dying earlier. It does. Yeah. That part I hope they address.
Like, hey, so that, I mean, it's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. What are we doing here, Iris?
Yeah.
We were trying to save you, not kill you quicker.
And it's even been established within the show that like that's why Eddie killed himself. Was like he had the chance to change the future and he killed himself.
Yeah.
So her ex-fiance has already gone through this arc and she seems to be ignoring it like that. I'm not appreciating.
I'm a little confused. As to why they're not sure they can change the future, because the future's been changed before. Yeah. Anyway, best line I think out of the whole thing. He's right. He's kind of a dick about it, but you can't argue with his math.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I did. That was great. Julian is kind of replacing Harry right now, and I'm digging that.
Yes. All of those things. I want to see Julian and Harry together, though. I miss Harry.
I do miss Harry. I do.
I miss Harry and Jesse. Weirdly, Jesse. I don't know why I miss Jesse.
Jesse grew on me.
Like a fungus.
Yeah. But she became a mushroom, which was pleasant to eat.
That's oddly sexual. I'm not okay with that. She's young, man. She's young.
Oh, is it? Okay. Metaphorically eat.
Anyway.
Do with that what you will, because I can't stop you.
We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at DCOnScreen.com. Proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network. GiantSizeTeamUp.com. Proud members of the Batman Batman Podcast Network. Stitcher, iTunes, Twitter, Facebook, all the places. Go see us. Keep some DC on your screen.